Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for this.
Are you ready for this?
I am so ready for this.
I'm ready for this.
Welcome to our first podcast. My name's Alex, and I'm here with
Vito.
And we are just here to talk about pretty much what we love from entertainment in general. So
yeah, like movies, cartoons, games, anime, all that stuff.
Yeah, and you'll be able to hear Vito's rapping on most that items and topics and stuff.
Hell yeah! You think you can keep me quiet? There ain't no way.
Oh my gosh. And so we begin. So you know what? I am pumped up.
Really?
I am very pumped up. I am excited. Guess what comes out this weekend? Too long. Okay, Transformers. I am excited. Age of Extinction. I know it's been a while since we had a Transformers movie. And of course, we all know the main difference in here is that we got Dinobots! Finally, I am super excited.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought Age of Extinction means that these movies are finally going to be done.
Oh, you suck. Anyways.
I've just been burned by Michael Bay too many times. I want this to end. So I'm pretty sure that you're hoping, and a little part of me, deep down, in the darkest parts of me, is hoping that maybe this might change my mind when I finally go see it.
You know what? You've been bashing on Michael Bay for so long. What else will you bash on? I mean, we do have another Michael Bay film, isn't it? The next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh God, I don't even want to see that crap fest.
Why not?
Because first off,
aren't you at least a little bit, I mean, we all seen the trailer.
Yeah, okay. This is pretty much what it's going to be like every Michael Bay movie. There, it's going to have tons of great action. Like probably some really good CGI, but then just like pretty much the thing that we're mostly getting, the human element of it all, it's going to suck. And with Megan Fox, that's a guarantee.
Well, we all have our different aspects on Megan. I mean, I personally liked her better than that one other girl that played in 3. I forgot what her name is. That's how much I.
At least she was hotter than Megan Fox.
She was a little bit decent.
And at least I didn't. At least I wasn't believing that every word coming out of her mouth was bullshit like I did with Megan Fox. It's just like you like with Megan Fox. Every time she talks, she
has that spicy attitude. I like that.
It's not a spicy attitude.
I think it's a spicy attitude.
It's a fake attitude.
Not really. But anyways, okay. So moving forward, so we know we got Mark Wahlberg, and then we got the girl from.
She was the last Airbender.
God, no, that movie.
She played White Katara.
No, why did I have to bring her? I cannot believe I saw that movie twice. I can't believe
you brought me along for that. It made me pay 3D, knowing how terrible that was.
First time, I was all hyped up because I love Avatar. Okay, I love Avatar too. I loved it. And you know what? When I first saw it, it was with my mom. Okay, and I was just, I was a really excited person, and I didn't know what to expect. So of course I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden it says The Last Airbender, and I was all hyped up. I think that's what it was. It was kind of hyped up. You got pretty hyped up too from the trailer. We all thought it was gonna be good, and then bombshell.
Yeah, but the difference is you saw it before. After one time, you can probably tell the movie's terrible, and then you still brought me along for that. What was
you still fell for it. So yeah,
I fell for it because I wanted it to be a good movie.
We all wanted it to be a good movie.
I wanted all of the critics' reviews to be wrong. They're only looking at it from any other angle that I'm not, and I wanted it to be I love it from a fan angle. But I was terribly disappointed, and I fell asleep twice.
Yeah, you did.
I did. That's like my dad in every movie. He falls asleep and then I have to just ever so lightly elbow him, make it seem like it's an accident, and then bam, he wakes up and goes, every time we go into a movie.
So, just a side note, I mean, putting this topic aside, we just love anything in the entertainment business. Again, what Vito says, games, anime, the works. Well, we're just pretty much interested in all of it. But I don't know, on Vito's case, His is kind of, how would you say, minimal on some of the topics, and
Yeah, she knows a lot about this more than I do. Like, she'll find out everything. I'll only be interested in, like a lot of things, but not as much as Alex over here.
yeah, and Vito will be like, "Where did you hear that?" And I'll be like, "From a resource." And my resource is the internet. Sometimes magazines. Okay, but back on it,
Magazines. I thought the internet destroyed those things.
No, it's actually still around, shockingly.
So the legends are true.
Exactly. We won't speak of it. I mean, rest in peace to Borders. Rest in peace to Borders.
Why'd you have to bring up Borders?
I miss Borders. I know there's a lot of bookstores and all that stuff around, but I really miss Borders.
I do much. Too.
That was the place that you just wanted to go in and you just wanted to relax, And
yeah,
they had a Starbucks and you could just grab a coffee. You could grab any book in the store and just sit down there and
yeah, it felt casual real there. Like, you like the Barnes and Noble is still open, but that place just feels a little like too snobby.
Very, yeah. I mean, you just wanted to relax.
Yeah.
And they always played like the great, the good music in the background.
Exactly.
That like just made it really felt like a home away from home, vibe.
Oh yeah, like every time I was down there before it closed, like every time I went down there, like I'd go there like after work and then just
relax.
Yeah, sit down with a good book and if I go like, hell yeah, I love this, I'm gonna get it.
What was the best things that we used to do before Borders went out of business, rest in peace, was we would always see sometimes a good movie.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't say Airbender was one of them, but anyways. But we would see a movie, and then after that, because we lived close by a mall and also next to the bookstore, so we would go down to the bookstore first before we go to the mall. Because actually, the bookstore, like Borders, had more good stuff than what the mall had.
Exactly.
Because you could just go around there and you could find a new manga or you could find like a new art book, and that was just the highlight of the day after seeing the movie. But anyways.
Yeah, well, we're getting insanely off topic here. We went from Transformers to TMNT, and then we railroaded this into Borders.
back on topic. Yeah, you will expect a lot of that from this show.
Yeah. Okay, so back to TMNT. Let's see. Okay, we're talking about Megan Fox, and I don't think I can actually like look at her and believe that's April O'Neil.
You can't.
No, yeah, because
hey,
what was it?
I thought we were back on Transformers.
We went to oh yeah, we are back to Transformers. See, this is why we need to
that's why I told you.
We need a third person. See, Megan Fox is just totally throwing me off track here. That's how much I hate her. Okay, yeah.
I think you kind of like her though. I mean,
oh hell no.
Why not?
Because she's annoying. There's only so much like any guy can take of a girl before like he'll just go like, nope, go away. I wipe my hands off of you. Like,
oh my gosh. So Nicola Peltz, she plays Tessa, and
she to her credit, she's not a horrible actor. I've seen her in Bates Motel, and her acting in there, it ranges from like sort of good to kind of boring. So not terrible, but she's got some acting going on there. So but I don't know. Transformers has this magical ability to just sort of make actors suck more than they usually do in other movies.
Well,
looking at you, Shia.
Of course, I'm not seeing this movie for the actors. Maybe a little bit of.
You're seeing it for Bumblebee.
No.
Optimus.
No. I'm seeing this movie for the Dinobots. I am very interested in the Dinobots. Of course, my all-time favorite is Grimlock.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he's like everyone's favorite. I mean, can you name any of the other ones?
Not really. Scourge.
Scourge. I think there's Snarl or Slag, like the Triceratops. That's what they call him sometimes, but I don't know what they're calling me. But yeah, Grimlock is the only Dinobot that people remember, and I think he's going to be pretty cool in here, but I don't think I will like him as much if they don't make the Dinobots actually transform. If they're just robotic dinosaurs in the whole thing, I'm just going to be like, oh, dude, why? I mean, we have these badass robot dinosaurs, and they would be like so much better if they could actually, transform and like just wreak havoc on the villains.
I mean, I don't know. Do you want to see the? I mean, I don't mind personally if I see Dinobots transform.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like I mean, like people are going to be wondering, like these are also Transformers, but they're not Transformers because they can't transform.
They're
Then what are they? If they can't transform, like what are they exactly?
they're just stuck in Dinobot form. And we would have to deal with that. Damn.
Deal with it till the next movie.
Oh damn!
I just figure like this is them transforming is just the road step towards a Beast Wars movie.
Yep. And
because I would fucking love a Beast Wars movie as long as it's not directed by Michael Bay.
Okay, let's give the guy a break, okay? We've been on about just...
No, I've been on about him. Yeah. You're the one who's defending him.
You know what? I have some sort of respect for Bay. I mean, I have some respect for Bay.
I'm stern and you're fair.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But, yeah. So we're in this new, the Transformers, Age of Extinction, Bumblebee.
Yeah, what about him?
I mean, Bumblebee. Why are we just stuck on him, like going like with the whole, the whole radio check? I mean, I know like every bot has their own.
Yeah, has their own way that makes them stand out, and like Bumblebee, like that's just that. I mean, I've like. It's sort of weird that they sort of like retcon themselves like in the second one, like how like Bumblebee speaks at the end of the first one, but then like he's suddenly just back to the radio Sam just says like he's still playing it or what was it? He's still playing like he can't talk. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm just sort of wondering, like, why would anyone want to like communicate by radio?
I think it kind of. Well, I know we've talked about this before. I mean, all about their how they really are. Not like how would you say?
Like how they commute, like how they actually talk, like or what?
I would say like we each have this own, like you have your own thing, I have my own thing.
You gotta be more specific when it comes to things.
But I can't, I'm just stuck. Like I guess I can't really focus on it because I'm hoping for a little bit more than what we had with the last Transformers movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like all the things wrong with it.
Brain fart.
Okay.
Each Transformer. Okay. Each bot. Yeah. Decepticon, Autobot. Each person or each bot person. Each bot had their own, general attribute. So maybe for me, I don't mind if Bumblebee gets stuck. I mean, what if he never has a voice?
It's just I sort of hate like just the whole like like never having a definitive voice for him. I mean, it'd be kind of cool because I think people can go either way with it because like in the 80s cartoon and in Transformers animated, he had like definite voices, and in like Transformers Prime he had the whole beeps or whatever, the R2-D2 beeps. And somehow everyone could understand him, even the human characters, which I do not understand.
Yeah, they magically do.
Especially the little kid with the glasses, Raph, or that's supposed to be that's Bumblebee is his guardian, and like somehow he understands everything, and then going like everything he says sounds the same. Like it never sounds any different. So how are you able to understand exactly?
How exactly? He must listen to a lot of radio. To like pick out those little tidbits that Bumblebee says. Okay.
Or maybe he actually opened up his head and did put like some sort of cyber, some sort of probe in there, and then now he can understand everything.
He put some part of the Allspark in there just to understand.
Exactly. All right.
All right. So, okay, what are we... Okay, I don't know if we... Did we say this again? What are we expecting from this movie? What do we want out of this movie?
I want a little less of the Bay jokes. Like, just the... Like, I wouldn't mind if there's, like, some funny things, but when it comes to, like, some of the jokes in Transformers, like, they're so weird. Like, what was it? Like in the second one, like, the dog's humping, like, they showed that twice.
Yeah.
And there was in the third one where the Chinese guy, I can't remember his name. All I remember was that he went by the name, like, Deep Wang. And he just pulls Sam into a stall, and then just pulls his pants down and gets a piece of paper that was strapped to his inner thigh, and then puts it right up to Sam's face, and just like like that kind of joke. Oh, and the Demolisher wrecking balls.
Why does everyone have a problem with that? So what if the bot has balls?
It's
like,
just
seriously.
It's so weird. It's like they're robots, but why do they have to have some of the anatomical features of humans?
I mean, I thought it was pretty funny.
It's so weird. I mean, like looking at Lockdown, he's got like the most human face ever, and that's so weird. I wonder if it's like an Uncanny Valley sort of thing. Like
I think Crosshairs has a little bit more of the most human-like face.
Crosshairs?
Yeah,
he sort of does. It is.
And I mean, the one that I'm kind of questioning is, why does Autobot Hound have that whole goatee and a cigarette going on for him? I mean, I just think it might be.
I just wonder, like, I get what you're coming from. Like, why? Do Transformers have lungs to smoke with? I mean, is the cigar actually made of metal too, or is that like what's up with that?
I don't.
And what does his beard turn into when he goes into a car? Like, what's up with that?
It's probably either the fender or the
wire, or probably something like that. I mean, you just gotta wonder. Like, also, like, why did Jetfire have a beard in Revenge of the Fallen? Like. Otherwise, I mean, for any other reason besides showing off his age, like he's thousands of years old.
I actually didn't mind.
Yes,
I didn't mind, but I don't know. That's pretty much in the past. But I'm really wondering, because we're supposed to be seeing more of these, this new storyline on Transformers.
New story? Okay, well, that's. Yeah, well, funny.
Can you say new storyline?
Well, everyone said that this is like a whole new trilogy, but I mean, I read on comicbookmovie.com like an article on there that the producers or the execs or whoever is in charge of like how the movies get made, they said that they're not looking at this as a trilogy. They're trying to look at like each as they're only working on one movie each, and they're not thinking as far ahead as making a whole trilogy. But that's bull. Because I mean, like as soon as a movie's successful, and like any studio will try and make it into a franchise, and they'll be thinking ahead. And Transformers, like they've made like over $2 billion so far. Like just with the three movies, the first trilogy we had. So they're thinking ahead. They just don't want us to think that they're thinking ahead.
You know what? Since we keep going back and forth between this Transformers movie coming out now, coming up this weekend. Out of the last 3 movies, what do you think is? I mean, we've had this conversation before. Out of the first original 3, which one did you have an interest with?
An interest with?
Yeah.
First one.
The first one.
First one. Because it's because like okay, like this, like the first one, it just like it did like so much cool stuff. Like I mean, this was the first time we were seeing like everything. The first time we were seeing like first time seeing like Transformers in live action, like actually transform. It had like it had like a relatively small cast to it, like as like compared to the sequels. Just and it focused on just just like one plot point, that sort of thing, and then and yeah, it's like like the first one, no one expects, no one knows what to expect from it, so everyone's just wowed by it. But then in a sequel, like you sort of have everyone knows what to expect, so you gotta like step it up. So,
personally, to me, I like the second movie.
Oh, Alex, no!
I like the second movie.
Alex,
I'll be honest.
Okay, I respect your opinion, but like pretty much the consensus to everyone online is that the second one is the worst.
I like the second movie. I'm sorry.
Okay, why do you like the second one?
I just thought it was it was funny. There was a lot of parts in it that I really liked, and of course I was kind of like hung up on Ravage. He was my favorite in there. And
too bad he went out the way he did.
Oh, shut up! I hated that. That was messed up.
That was messed up. I mean, getting your spine pulled right out of your ass. I mean, by your tail.
I mean, yeah, I guess everyone. I mean, like everyone said, that was kind of like that movie was literally the joke of the movies.
Yeah.
Because everyone was bashing like how bad it was, and I just liked it. I liked the action. I liked the comedy parts of it. I liked the twins. I know everyone has. I like the twins.
You like those walking, talking stereotypes?
Yes, I do. I love the walking, talking stereotypes. I mean, they were a blast for me. I love.
Okay, like I mean, I could have did with their voices.
Yeah.
Like that was I could have dealt with that because Jazz, he was talking similarly in the first one.
Yeah.
Before he got ripped in half by Megatron. Like, what is it with like black Transformers always disappearing?
What is it? what is it with the stereotype voices with Transformers? Like, do we have to know that this bot has to sound so Asian? Do we have to know this bot has to sound so...
wasn't the Wreckers in the third one like did one of them have an Irish or Scottish accent?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that too. Like, why pick up? Why can't we just have normal voices?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like people in Scotland that are going to see this are going to think like, oh, that's my favorite Transformers because he talks exactly the same way I do.
Maybe that's what they were kind of like, trying to like.
Yeah, but it would be fine, it'd be fine if they just talked, their own way, but like, with the accents, like, just you're right. It sounds too much of what they're doing. Like, it'd be okay if it was like, just sort of a regular accent, and then like you had like little touches of another accent in there, like you could like little touches, like one Transformer with kind of a Brooklyn accent, like that kind of thing, but not too much to where it sounds like he's straight out of Brooklyn. And no, okay,
he could come back as Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So back to it. I could have dealt with the voices, but the other thing was that was just like the other stuff that people say is like sort of racist about them, like how they're making fun of black people with the big ears and
the buck teeth.
The buck teeth with the gold tooth. I'm sort of wondering, where does a Transformer, like, how do they actually make a gold tooth on themselves?
There's a lot of things to question with, of course, the second movie that everyone really didn't, that everyone didn't, I guess, enjoy. Except me, because no matter what, I still like the second movie. The second movie is good to me. I like it. The third one... where do I begin?
The third.
That was my issue right there.
Okay, what was your problem with the third one?
Oh man, you know what? I watch more of Transformers 1 and 2. I rarely watch that one anymore.
Same here.
I don't know, man. I mean, no butts to Shia LaBeouf, but just I thought he was. Meh, in that one. I guess. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. What do you? I really don't know what to say.
Okay, you know what my main gripe is with the third one?
What?
You know what it is.
Which one? Tell us exactly. What was it?
They killed Ironhide.
Oh, you had to bring it back. Why did you bring it back? I did. You know what? That's probably why I don't watch that movie anymore. That was the one where I was when you're watching that movie in theaters. Okay, I was all curled up in the chair when I saw him just go down.
Yeah.
Getting blasted, and I was like. No.
Like, I could have taken like his death if it was something like him sacrificing himself, or like just sort of like he's fighting off all these Decepticons, and like there's like too many ganging up on him, but he's like still fighting, and like he ends up dead. I would have loved that, but the way it is like it's just a sneak attack by Sentinel Prime, and then like bam, like just right in the chest.
Everything just goes down.
Yeah, and then like Cosmic Rust finishes him off, and then like just there's nothing left of him, so there's no chance that he's ever gonna be brought back by the Allspark.
Yeah.
Or the Matrix of Leadership, or whatever ancient artifact this movie might come up with.
Oh, what do you think? Okay, so we dealt with the Allspark. So what do you think? I mean, we know this one's gonna have Galvatron.
Yeah, not even the Galvatron we all know, which is Megatron, but resurrected.
Yeah.
Like he's a completely all new Transformer that was made by humans.
So, Brain Spark. Okay, so we had this before.
Yeah.
With all these directors, we already know Michael Bay, Transformers, pretty much.
Yeah.
But we know he's done other movies.
Yeah.
Bad Boys. The Bad Boys series.
Yeah, Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2.
And
he did Armageddon.
There's been other good movies that he's done. I would per se. I know everyone has their own thoughts on some of his movies, but I actually don't mind some of his movies. But Bay, please hurry up and do a Bad Boys 3 already. I mean, we need it. I need it. I need it already.
It could be that Michael Bay wants to do it, and also Martin Lawrence, but maybe it's Will Smith that's holding it up, because he hasn't been in anything lately. I mean, the last movie he was in, After Earth, that totally sucked, because everyone says that he was trying to make his son famous.
Yeah.
But hey, you do not get involved with M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong when you're trying to make your son famous.
the movie that's gonna probably finish off this this next Transformers movies is M. Night Shyamalan and Michael Bay doing a Transformers movie together, and we end up finding out that Unicron is pretty much what we're living on right now.
Oh my god.
That's the plot twist. So we're pretty much out there to kill ourselves and destroy ourselves and all that stuff. Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's what everyone's trying. I think that in everyone's mind is that if there was some sort of actual suspenseful, somewhat movie for Transformers, have M. Night Shyamalan and Michael Bay do a movie together and be like, oh, what's this?
No, but do you know what happened to the people that saw that movie?
What happened?
They would have the same reactions as the Nazis opening up the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones.
Oh,
pretty much, your face melts or it explodes or just like this. Yeah,
so much pain, so much torture. What is going on?
That movie will literally kill you.
What movie doesn't kill you that has M. Night Shyamalan?
The Sixth Sense, which actually, ironically, is about dead people, so it wouldn't kill you.
Okay, so I don't know how many movies this year are we expecting from Bay? We got Transformers, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He doesn't really have much going on after TMNT. I mean, I looked it up, and he's got nothing there doesn't seem to be showing any plans for after Age of Extinction.
Well, Hopefully, come on, something good. Something good is all we. Something that pumps us up. That's what kind of what I'm hoping.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign that Michael Bay isn't going to direct this the fifth Transformers movie.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll actually get a good one. Maybe one that takes place in space. No humans.
Oh, that would be an amazing movie. All bots, all around.
No humans. An entirely animated Transformers movie, and I'm talking animated, like entirely CGI, because a lot of people don't think of CGI characters as animated, but they are.
I want there to be what. That's kind of what bugs me with the Transformers movies. I want to be more focused on the bots rather than humans itself, because that's pretty much what...
Exactly, because it pretty much... I talked about this on some message boards, and I said that, the first... pretty much all of the Transformers movies, it's always, Sam's story first.
Yeah.
And then, the end of the world stuff sort of comes second. The way that the movies come off is that, we're supposed to care more about, Sam's situation than, the fact that that giant robots are either going to destroy us or enslave us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, we need to focus more on the robots at this point, because I'd love to hear more more about them, because we only learn about them
we hardly get any the background, but I know for Transformers fans they already know the background, but what about the people that don't really know anything about Transformers? I know Generation 1, I mean, if you grew up with that, you know exactly the background story, everything. So, I mean, come on. I mean, that's all I want.
At least do a prequel, movie, and where it all
Transformers Origins.
Exactly.
That's all we need. Transformers Origins.
Optimus Prime, Transformers Origins.
Oh my! We'll do one bot each movie. Each bot will have 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, and then at the end, just for those people that actually want humans in there, last 5 minutes of the movie, just show some humans that see the Transformers ship, or Megatron, crashing into the ice. Show that, that little small scene that was shown in the first one. Expand on that a bit, just to get that human element.
Oh,
in there.
yes.
Yeah,
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot they could do with the Transformers series. Like I said, I want to see more bots. I'm definitely hoping for a Beast Wars movie. Yeah. I really want a Beast Wars movie.
I want to find out what happened to all the Transformers that disappeared. I mean, they never...
Right?
They never... what was it? They never talk about, any of the main ones. Or talk about any what happened to any of them besides the main ones, the RC triplets, RC, Chromia, and Elita 1. We saw one of them get taken down in the set in Revenge of the Fallen, but we never found out what happened to the other two. And then according to Michael Bay, they were destroyed as well. So for one movie,
according to Michael Bay,
but everyone calls him a misogynist for this, because he introduced 3 girl Transformers and then just killed them off.
RC.
And killed them off in the same movie.
That pissed me off. I think he has some sort of hatred to female bots. That's my personal thought on it. But
he wants all all human women looking hot and all female Autobots dead.
That why?
Yeah.
Why? So, moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I mean, I think we just did more bashing on this than I'm
actually surprised I actually got you in on that bashing.
Yeah.
I guess I actually have to. I can't.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, I
it's
can't.
Peer pressure.
No, I can't. I can't force you into it. I just sort of have to lose myself into it and then drag you along for it.
Yeah, I was dragged. I was tied up and.
Oops.
Good job, you broke glass.
Oh, no.
That's how much he hates it.
Ow, I cut myself.
Had to break glass Damn it.
Damn you, Michael Bay, you made me hurt myself.
He made you bleed without actually trying to make you bleed. I mean.
Okay, so what else can we talk about this?
What else can we talk about? Other movies. Good.
Okay, well let's talk about some of the good stuff.
Like Transformers is some good stuff.
Yeah, all of the Transformers in here, they actually now have a distinct look. I mean, you're not gonna I mean, problems with the Transformers in the last one was that there was so much so many parts on them that you sort of when they were fighting sort of hand to hand, you didn't know like whose part is that.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, their designs are tweaked a bit more, and they kind of resemble the Transformers Prime, the way that they do that. It's a little closer to that, which I was hoping that they might do. But there's still a lot of parts, but it's not as confusing looking. You're not seeing the 100 million separate parts that just make up Optimus Prime's torso.
His torso.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime's torso. Brain fart.
Just thinking about that torso, aren't you?
No, I'm just.
You're not hot for Autobot?
Yeah, everyone asks me, are you more Autobot or are you more Decepticon? And I'm like, I have no clue.
I'm Decepticon.
I guess
I'm tired of the Autobot scourge winning the day. I want to enslave some worlds.
If I was an Autobot, I would just be... I don't know. Who would I be if I was an Autobot? Oh, gosh. I don't know, but I would be with the Autobots. I would probably turn Decepticon if I got too tired doing good.
Then by that logic, you are actually...
Decepticon.
No, Autobot turned Decepticon. This isn't even in anything we're talking about, but you would actually be Black Arachnia from Transformers Animated.
Yeah, I would. You'd be... Oh gosh, Rat Trap.
Rat Trap. You could have called me anything else.
You'd be Rat Trap.
That just
You know what? When I get home today, I'm gonna go have a Beast Wars marathon. You know what? I'm just gonna have a Transformers marathon. I'll watch the G1 movie. I'll go ahead and watch the first 3 movies. God, I'm gonna kill myself on the 3rd one again.
What a fantastic world you live in, that you can just watch Transformers in a whole marathon.
No, I can't actually. I could pull it off too, which is kind of sad. Does that mean I have no life?
No.
No. I am sorry if that.
It means you're close to not having a life. You're actually on the brink of it.
No, I apologize if that offended anybody. I'm so sorry, but. So,
Alex, the whole point of the internet is that you shouldn't have to apologize.
You know what aside from Transformers, you know what other movie is getting me so hyped up also?
What?
The Purge.
The Purge.
Purge 2.
I never saw the first Purge.
How have you not seen the first Purge movie? I
don't know. Unless
I liked it.
Unless I really want to go see a movie, I'm probably never going to see it. I read the entire...
You know what? Watch the first one.
No.
Even though the ending of it is what the hell? A main what the F moment.
Okay, but what was it? I read the entire plot on moviespoilers.com.
Oh, you suck.
I can't help it.
Why would you?
No, Alex, it's just in my mind. I have to find out everything I can. That's why I'm always looking on here to find out, if there's something with spoilers on it. I go ooh, and then and
why
click.
I can't. You know what? That's another different thing about you and me is that I don't want a lot of spoilers for myself. You like to spoil stuff for yourself.
Yeah, but I'm one of those people that even though I look at the spoilers, that doesn't ruin the movie for me in any way.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. For half the movies that I've seen last year.
Yeah.
I looked. No, wait. For all the movies that I saw last year, I looked up half their plots online before I actually went to see them, and that didn't stop me from loving it.
Really?
Yeah. What was it?
Sure?
I'm sure. The only movie that I haven't looked up this year that Yeah, that I haven't looked up the plot to. This year was X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Really? I'm actually pretty shocked about that because I would have thought.
No, that's because we went to go see it opening day, so there was actually no plot. There was actually no spoilers online to look at.
Yeah, you would.
I would totally would.
Yeah, that's you.
Getting back to Transformers, one thing I do like.
We were trying to get off of Transformers.
No, but I'm just trying to like. There's one thing I forgot to mention. One thing that.
What did you forget to mention? What exactly did you forget to mention? That is so important that we have to go back to Transformers.
The song.
Oh!
Battle Cry by
Imagine Dragons.
Like, okay, when I first heard that Linkin Park wasn't gonna be on there, I was like, what the hell? Why? What's going on? Who made this happen? I'm gonna kick some ass. And then like, I heard like Imagine Dragons and like I was perplexed. I was going like, these guys might actually be pretty good.
They are good.
But like these guys might actually be they might actually pull off a really great song on this. And then like when I heard it, it was just like the song for the third one.
Yeah.
What was it called?
What? I don't know. I got Iridescent stuck in my head right now.
No, that is it. That's the song for the third one. Yeah, but that one, like, I heard that one first, and I heard it once, and then I was going like, that's okay. And then I heard it twice, and then like it was like, okay, like I'm feeling the same way, but it's a little better. And then probably like on the fifth time I listened to it, it was great. This one, it got me hooked. Like after listening to it twice. First time I was like, this is actually pretty good. Second one, I was like, hell yeah.
It just brought you in, right?
Yeah, it did. Like, I'm pretty sure that when that song comes on, like, I'm just gonna be like in the movie theater, like it just plays, and then I just come up right out of my chair and go like, hell yeah, with my fist in the air.
I think after I heard that song, and I was kind of wondering, like, Battle Cry, and I started listening, and I mean, when the drums had hit, it was kind of like empowering. But you know what? I guess because we're so used to like whenever when a Transformers movie comes out, we expect a Linkin Park song to come out.
That's because they haven't failed us yet.
They've never failed us with because each song actually fit with the movie.
Yeah, and they've always like stood out on their own. Like they've always been like number one hits.
Oh yeah, but I think. This next Transformers movie, I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers, I'm having positive vibe trying to come out for myself, for this movie, and I'm just sticking on the line for it. But you know what? When we go see it, like midnight premiere, I'm actually really excited. So, moving on from the topic, I know we've been bashing so much about Transformers and especially about Michael Bay, but you know what? There's a lot of other stuff. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm really upset with myself.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I still haven't gotten over the fact that Game of Thrones.
Moving on from Transformers to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, this is how it is, and.
Don't worry, folks. We'll have a better way of segueing into these things later on.
this is just a test, We're kind of trying to. We want feedback from you guys.
We're trying to find our ground here, just like
we want the feedback from you guys, and you know what? This is just a couple of best friends that wanted to do this podcast. Just trying to get our thoughts out, and hopefully we could get some good feedback from you guys, and hopefully you guys will enjoy future podcasts, our future podcasts that we have in store for you guys.
Yeah.
No, but back to what I was saying, I still got the Game of Thrones blues, or if you could say Game of Thrones reds.
Oh, is it because it ended, or just like?
Yeah,
Or it just ended. The season ended, not the whole series.
The season ended, and not only am I upset about that, I missed the season premiere last night for Falling Skies.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It was pretty good, although I couldn't. It was like so weird the way that they had everything going. I mean, it was like at times I sort of found myself like a little bored because I mean, how the story how you'll have two things happening in like different places, but it'll be like but they'll sort of be like interlocking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this one, like slight spoilers, like we like there's like one scene at the beginning, and then like we go to 4 months later, and then everyone's in like totally different places, and like we never like just from how I watched it, like we never learned like how they got there, so like things are a little bit jarring right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I still can't get over it. I'm still sad. I'm really still sad. But you know what? After I kept seeing trailers last night for The Strain. I can't wait for that one. I'm very excited. I read some of the comics. I still want to continue on it. But just to know that Guillermo del Toro, oh god.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? We need Guillermo del Toro to direct the Transformers movie.
Yeah.
That's my thought on it. But, you know, I think to me he's an amazing director. He really has vision. He just has an eye for things. And
oh hell yeah! I mean he hasn't made a movie yet that I haven't hated because just I pretty much love like both Hellboy movies. Although like I love Hellboy 2 a little bit more because he puts a spin on like all the creatures in there. Like I love the Tooth Fairies in there. Like they were scary as hell, but like because they had that yeah, and yeah, and also just like even the ones that he produced that like
Pacific Rim. I mean,
yeah, Pacific Rim, and like what was it stuff that like normally don't like that don't actually like have his name like on the forefront like Kung Fu Panda 2 or even like the upcoming Book of Life.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking forward to that, and like having Guillermo del Toro working on that made me just like just want to go see it like even more than I wanted to.
But you know what? Like I said, also what you said.
Yeah.
There was never a movie that I was ever disappointed with.
Yeah.
With his, I mean, Pan's Labyrinth. It was really beautiful and very, very in my way. It had a lot of taste to it.
Yeah.
It just had a lot going on for it. Even for foreign film itself. I mean, it was still very appealing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's what I like about his works also is that he has a lot of things that kind of appeal that really gets your interest into it.
And plus he has an entire range of like anything like he can go to like he can go like Pacific Rim, like he can go from kaiju movie, and then like he can go to a horror movie like Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and then to fantasy with Pan's Labyrinth. He can go anywhere and like and it'll turn out well.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think Guillermo del Toro. What do you think? Him as a director for Transformers. I mean, I know everyone knows that Michael Bay is so known for his explosions. Or it's not really his explosions. He's just director. You got the explosion team. But whenever
he's the one who orders for the explosion team.
Whenever you see him, and it's true. Whenever you see a Michael Bay movie, you always, I mean, come on, Pain and Gain, Transformers, Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, Independence.
No, he didn't do Independence Day.
He didn't do it?
No.
Oh. No, brain fart, people, sorry. I don't know why. I just thought, I was like,
It's okay. No one actually knows who directed Independence Day.
Are you sure?
I can't remember. You can't remember. I'm pretty
sure
my dog can't remember.
Oh, brain fart.
I'm pretty sure my dad can't even remember.
If anyone can remember, just go ahead and post underneath in the comment section. Oh my gosh! But you know what? I want to see Guillermo del Toro actually direct.
Yeah, I think that we'll get some like pretty amazing like visuals like with it, and we'll probably get a little bit more of a serious story. Like not have the Bay humor on here.
No.
Oh,
What?
I looked it up. It was Roland Emmerich. That's I can't remember that.
How do you remember that name?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he did the '98 Godzilla that everyone hates.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I didn't really think about the director. Oh my gosh. Major wrecking ball to the face. I mean, seriously. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what do we talk about next?
What do we talk about? There's a lot of things to talk about, but there's more, video, podcasts to come out.
Oh.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw something very interesting, and trust me, it's not very graphic to the eye, but it was really interesting.
Wait, are we even going to talk about it, or are we just telling them that it's interesting?
You know what? I want to, though. I really want to.
Just tell them then.
Okay, so, yeah, we were just talking, we actually saw tidbits of, still images from, the set of Gotham, and that's another TV series I'm really excited for.
Me too. Like, I was a little hesitant to hear about that because because it's so weird that we're getting
Gotham.
No, we're getting a show that's taking place when Batman is still a little kid.
Yeah,
and we're seeing all of the villains.
It's pretty much the villains also origin story to how everything.
It's like Gotham, the rise of heroes and villains.
Yeah,
and that's kind of cool, but it's like so weird because I can't help but think that this is probably going to this would turn out a little like Smallville. Like, they introduced all of Superman's villains before Superman ever really was Superman. And, some of them were good, some of them were bad, but just like it turned out weird all around.
Kryptonite junkie.
Yeah, but I saw the trailer for it, and I'm actually really excited for it.
I am too. I can't wait to see exactly how.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all out. I love Batman.
You just love anything
I
Batman?
love Batman. I mean, who doesn't love Batman?
There's
a lot of people that love Batman. But I mean, I think just how, I guess it's just how the villains came out to be like.
Yeah. Did you know that they're actually trying to trying to come up with a way to put Mr. Freeze into Gotham?
Oh, that would be amazing. I want them to kind of like go back and redo Batman and Robin in a way. I mean, there's a few more villains. I kind of hope that we could kind of continue.
Maybe we'll see Batman. Killer Croc as a little baby crocodile that got flushed down the toilet.
Oh, how cute! Be like, little Crocsy.
You're so cute. Oh, and you took my hand.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait. I have like there's a lot of shows on my mind. I just really can't wait.
It seems like DC's really stepping up their game.
They are.
Yeah, like I mean, okay, this
Arrow,
is
you got Arrow. You got coming out with the Flash.
Everyone we know that this is pretty old news because this was like announced weeks ago. Like all three of them, like Gotham, the Flash, and Constantine.
I cannot wait for Constantine to come out.
Yeah, like I was one of the few that liked the Keanu Reeves movie. But this one, this looks really good, and the Flash, that looks kind of good from what I've seen.
If anyone hasn't seen, I love the trailer, or the little tease that they did with Arrow. He shoots the arrow, and out of nowhere you see Flash come by, and
you see Flash he's hundreds of miles away, and you just see him just coming and just going over hills and down roads.
If you haven't seen that trailer yet, I seriously say go on YouTube whenever you want and go ahead and check out that trailer, the Arrow tease bit. But I cannot wait till, especially Gotham. I'm really pumped for Gotham, and I don't know, since with Arrow they did the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I mean,
you think they're gonna? I can't wait to see the next time they put that, because aren't they gonna have Harley Quinn in that one?
Yeah, that's what I love her too. I love her.
That's kind of weird having a Batman villain on a Green Arrow show.
Why not? I mean, we got Slade.
Yeah, he's a Teen Titans villain, but like but he's sort of been revamped to like be more than just Teen Titans villain, like with like how he is in Arkham Origins.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's actually gone on to be like more sort of like a Batman villain or like an overall DC like widespread villain.
You know what? I was just because we were talking about it. You know, because we're hearing so much more for DC,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's got their picks: DC or Marvel, DC or Marvel.
Yeah.
And DC is pushing the envelope right now. I mean, some of the shows that they're doing. I mean, Arrow's.
It's because their stuff is like deep. Like
it's
like
deep, it's dark. There's a lot going for it, and that's really what captivates. And I'm kind of hoping Marvel can, I mean, we got like Agents of Shield.
Yeah, well, that's gotten better since they started what was it? The last few episodes that were going more towards the Winter Soldier movie. Like those ones were like really good. Like before that, it was like got off to a rocky start, and then middle of it was like pretty good, and then towards the end it started taking off.
I just kind of I want to see more with Marvel. I really do.
I get what you mean, but the only thing that they have going for them right now is their whole Netflix series.
I mean, we already. Oh, continue.
The whole Netflix series and the 3, just in my mind, awful cartoons they have right now.
Which cartoons? I gotta ask. What cartoons?
All right, Ultimate Spider-Man, Avengers Assemble, and Hulk and the Agents of Smash. Okay, first off, my whole problem with Ultimate Spider-Man.
What is your problem with Ultimate Spider-Man?
Spidey's an idiot.
Aww.
No, the way he comes off at that, like,
they kind of base it off Tobey Maguire.
Okay, now it's starting to make sense. No, but in Spectacular Spider-Man, I mean, they were able to tell that, like, Peter was a genius, and like not come off it with a way that was like just like like he's too much of a genius for everyone to like, but like in this one, like it's like stuff that doesn't that shouldn't that he should be able to figure out. He doesn't. Like he didn't even come up with. He came up with this with his web slingers, but he didn't. Hold
on. Sorry, guys. We're just taking a break for a second because Vito just had a major brain fart.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Like even his web slingers, like Shield had to come and give him his new web slingers that do a ton of different things. Like you got like flaming web shooters, and then like taser web shooters, that kind of thing. And like my whole gripe with that with the whole thing is that like this is like Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Like this is the Spider-Man and Amazing Friends for the 21st century, or and because like Spidey he needs like 4 other teenage superheroes to take down villains that he can take down in like other stuff.
That Tobey Maguire
and
Spidey.
And plus Shield is too big in that one. They're like, it seems like everyone always gets their origin because of Shield.
Everyone gets their origin. That's true.
Yeah, Deadpool, he was in Shield. The Lizard, he was in Shield.
Who wasn't in Shield is the question.
And I saw in a clip that they're trying to recruit Cloak and Dagger for Shield, or just Dagger. They don't want Cloak.
Oh God.
And yeah, that's it. And Avengers Assemble, like, they canceled my favorite Avengers cartoon, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, to make way for that horrible show. The jokes suck, and like I'm tired of seeing the movie Avengers everywhere.
Why?
Because I want to see other ones. I don't want to like. Okay, Hawkeye and Widow, what are they doing there? What can they bring
that's the romance section of the movie.
Not in the next one.
Not in the next one.
Widow's hooking up with the Hulk.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
How that relationship will go, we won't
know. And plus, like all the designs on there are just so basic, and they got like horrible villains. Like they got Dracula. They got Atuma. I don't even know who that guy is. They got MODOK and... MODOK.
Oh, God, that's how we need a floating head, you know? He bugs me, but you know what? I still watch that show, the
MODOK show?
No, not the MODOK show. Oh my gosh, what is it called? The Avengers, the one for the little kids.
Superhero Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that show.
That I liked.
That was a really fun show, and that was it was easy just to get into it.
Yeah, like I didn't mind with that one because, like, you know, like this was a show that was, you know, that, you know, had you know, the kiddie vibe to it, and I didn't mind it because, you know, they actually had some pretty funny stuff in there.
Oh man.
And and finally, Hulk and the Agents of Smash. It's like, just every time I see a description for an episode, it's always talking about, like, you know, how the Hulk views, like, you know, his team as his family, and like how each episode is gonna be, you know, is gonna, like, you know, make him rethink, like, you know, the word family. And I'm just wondering, like, wasn't it like wasn't the 90s, wasn't the Hulk all about, like, you know, smashing stuff and like being totally angry and then wrecking everything and destroying everyone in his path? Like, how the hell did he become toned down to this?
When they butchered the first Hulk movie that came out.
Oh yeah, the one where he kept growing and growing and growing, and despite, like, you know, being like 50 times the size of a regular guy, his pants still fit.
That first movie really ruined it. Kind of ruined it for me. It was too dark.
Yeah, and too psychological or whatever.
I didn't mind the psychological, you know, aspect of it. It's just it was so dark you couldn't really.
Okay, but there's one thing I do need to ask you.
What?
As a lover of dogs, did you like the Gamma Poodle and the Gamma Bulldog?
Oh, gosh. You had to bring that up. Of all the things I've been, like, trying to erase my memory from the past, and you end up bringing up them dogs, Transformers. Oh, let the Cryfest begin. Well, the Cryfest for Transformers, but damn movie.
Okay. All right. What do you think of the second one?
You know what? I liked it.
I did too. I like Edward Norton better.
I think that's what kind of really got my interest.
I still respect, you know, Mark Ruffalo for in the role, but he just does not look like how I would imagine Bruce Banner. No. Like everything else, he's a skinny little white guy, and like, you know, like Mark Ruffalo, like, you know, he's kind of toned and like a little bit tanned.
But Norton had the general aspect, you know.
Yeah.
He wasn't too thin. He wasn't too scrawny. We each have our own different versions of the Hulk.
Yeah.
In our mind. But I mean, if you take a really, really scrawny guy, and then you're gonna like beam him up to this huge, you know, green creature, it's like, whoa, still just like. But at least with Norton, we got something right there when he toned down, you know.
Yeah.
We still got, like, this normal, like, you know, person. And to me, Norton was, you know...
And plus, I liked his Hulk better. Because, I mean, I think that Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, like, he just looks too bright green. Like, not bright green.
Are you really going to judge on the color?
No, but I'm just saying. Gosh. I'm just saying, like, not bright green like, you know, the 2003 Hulk, but just like, you know, I like the sort of grayish green, and also.
Would you prefer the 1978 series green?
Maybe. But I'm just saying, like, you know, the whole grayish green thing that they had going on.
Yeah.
Like, that was sort of an homage to like, you know, the gray Hulk that it was the first time around. Mm-hmm. I like that, and I also like how his eyes were glowing green.
Yeah.
Like, the first time that you see his face, and then, like, half of it's in shadow, and you can still see that, and, like, his eyes glowing, and, like, how they also did that to show that he was getting stronger.
Yeah. Do you think we should get another Hulk movie? I mean, after the last one? I mean, we keep getting, Thor 2, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. We keep getting all these other Avengers movies. Don't you think at least, Hulk could deserve one more movie?
Yeah, because I think everyone's tired of,
And I raised my hand at this. I still think Hawkeye and... we are getting a Black Widow movie, but I think Hawkeye...
No, we aren't. No.
You know what? I'm still hoping on it.
No.
I say we should, and we should.
No, she's not strong enough to carry on her own movie.
She can, if she wants to.
No.
But I think you know what? Personally, for me,
okay, everyone.
Seriously, we have so many male superhero movies. We hardly ever have a female. I want there to be a Black Widow movie.
Wonder Woman movie. We need that.
God. No. I'm dying over here, people.
As she said, just putting her head down in shame.
I did. But you know what? Seriously, from a woman's point of view, if I want there to be like some sort of hero movie,
yeah. Okay,
the first on my list of all hero movies, I want there to be a Witchblade movie, a live action Witchblade.
Too bad that's in development.
You know what? There was a teaser poster for it years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Someone sent me that, and I was all hyped up over it. And you know what? After I heard it was like delayed, I was annoyed. I was pissed, and I was like, you know what? Witchblade's character can seriously. Oh my god.
Was it this?
Yeah, that poster. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, the whole problem is like, I don't know. I guess they like trying to find the right person, or I don't know. There was something.
They wanted what was it? They wanted Megan Fox.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They wanted Megan Fox, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
There was rumors about it. Jennifer Garner.
I heard that.
To play her, and you know what? I just really want there to already be a Witchblade movie. And
other studios getting superhero movies out there besides Marvel and DC.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a Darkness movie to be like a spin-off from. To be, I don't know if it'd be like actually a spin-off, but like, just to be like sort of connected with Witchblade.
Yeah. And I mean, I really want someone to play, Sarah Pazzini.
Sarah Pazzini?
Pazzini. I say Pazzini. Sarah Pazzini from the Witchblade series. And I really want, someone close to her character. Who would come close to, her character?
I got no idea because I don't know what she's like. Okay, so go on to your number 2.
How have you not?
Okay, all right, go on to your number 2.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Okay, all right, and you explained why you want that.
Well, tell me in your,
why don't I like?
Yeah.
Okay, the problem is that I wouldn't like. Okay, I think if we did get a movie, we'd probably get like the sort of tone like Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that the whole character is like she doesn't have any any noticeable villains of her own that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like you have to be wondering from outside of the movie, like how many people are gonna want to see a Black Widow movie?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people love Captain America, they love Thor, they love Iron Man, so you pretty much know that everyone's gonna go see that.
Mm-hmm.
But how many people are gonna go see a I'm confusing this now. A Black Widow movie.
I would.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, she has her stories, and I'm really interested to see that on big screen.
I think probably I don't know. I just think she'd do better probably as like maybe a direct-to-video movie or Netflix or just not like I just can't see her on the big screen, but I can see her as something else. Maybe even like have a few Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes with her in it.
For the third one, probably have to be Birds of Prey movie.
Birds. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That would be.
I mean, when DC sets up their universe more, they'll probably get that.
Yeah. I mean, the show. I really want the show to come back. It had potential, back then, but I really kind of want them to bring back the whole series. I was kind of really upset, like why they had to cancel it, but it's kind of understandable. They budget wise, it kind of did.
Hey, with DC being if all three of the series that we talked about is successful, they might think of restarting Birds of Prey again.
What was that, number 3?
You just said number 3, Birds of Prey.
Okay, so number 4, I would want Black Cat.
Black Cat. Yeah, maybe. Once again, it's like one of those things like where she do pretty good in like a one shot. Just like a live action one shot, like all of the Marvel Cinematic ones. Like just do that, and like it'd be short enough to keep it to where she'd be interesting, and it wouldn't drag on to the point where she got boring. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, and they have a little cameo from Spidey in there.
I think for the last one, it's got to be Zatanna. Zatanna.
Ah, that is a good choice. And hey, with Constantine, they probably could bring Zatanna on his show. I mean, they already connected a little bit with the DC universe by showing Dr. Fate's helmet.
Yeah, they did.
And plus, I think her and Constantine were a thing in the comics.
I think so.
Yeah,
I didn't really.
I didn't read it too. I'm just going by like what covers I see and like what I see on.
But you can't judge a book by.
No, but what I see on on comic book scans, like just
their relationship status.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman wasn't on any one of those.
No.
Well, hey, Alex, I heard that she's gonna be pretty badass because I mean they showed an article that was gonna show like how badass she looked. Like she was gonna what was it? She's not gonna have her standard costume. She's gonna instead of like the what would I call it? The blue. What would you call them? Should I just say blue undies?
The blue undies.
Instead of the blue undies, she's gonna get
the blue panties.
The blue pants. Yeah, okay. Instead of those, she's gonna get a blue gladiator skirt.
Aww.
And her
gauntlets.
I thought there was something else. They're gonna go all the way. They're gonna like cover her entire forearm, from her hand to her elbow, and she's gonna have 4 weapons. Her lasso of truth, a spear, a sword, and a shield. So she's not going to be just lassoing things around and then just punching them. She's going to be stabbing things. She's gonna be like throwing her spear through like through.
What else do you expect from an Amazonian?
Well, like I don't really look at Wonder Woman in the comics and see her as an Amazonian woman. Her costume does not show like Amazon warrior.
Also, like, you know what? As a bonus, I really want to see...
What?
A Jubilee movie.
Jubilee movie?
I would want to see a Jubilee movie. She was my favorite!
Alex, remember what happened the last time X-Men tried to do a solo movie?
Oh, yeah.
And that was with their most famous character.
Yes, I know.
Let's, producers over at Fox, get Jubilee in Age of Apocalypse, or whatever the next one is.
Oh gosh. Well, okay, so we talked about.
Hey, she'd probably be a good one to have during the 80s.
She would.
With her powers, or would the 70s would have been her wheelhouse?
Probably no 80. I think I get to 80s.
80s, yeah, 80s would have been good. Introduce her.
Oh, So those are the top 5 female heroes I want to see. Now of course back to the men, you could say per se. Number 1 would have to be number 2 would have to be Darkness, but number 1 I really want to see a Venom movie already. Wait, never mind. Okay. Scratch that. Venom or Deadpool? I'm sorry, Venom or Deadpool, one of those.
Okay, well, all right. Okay, well, you know what? Now that the entire Fox universe, or the Fox X-Men universe, is revamped, we can finally get a good Deadpool.
Yes.
Because what was it? Days of Future Past actually sort of made a contradiction with Wolverine, or X-Men Origins Wolverine, because Stryker recruited Wolverine and Sabretooth during the Vietnam War.
Spoilers.
Just put that in the title description. Spoilers.
We're just saying now, spoilers.
Okay, yeah, he recruited them during the Vietnam War, but then in Days of Future Past, Wolverine isn't even anywhere near Vietnam.
You know what I want to recruit?
Who do you want to recruit?
A cupcake army.
What are you... What the hell are you talking about?
I just thought of it for some reason. I don't know. I know. We were talking about Transformers and Game of Thrones, then directors and all these other movies and what we want out of movies, and I just randomly think I want to recruit a cupcake army. How awesome would it be?
Cupcake army?
Why not? It's a cupcake army.
No, where would you get a cupcake army?
From the gingerbread man.
Gingerbread man.
Have them make another Shrek movie.
Oh no, leave that alone. Just leave it alone. Go on to other stuff. Make Rise of the Guardians 2 and other DreamWorks ones.
Oh man. But you were saying before I said my random cupcake army.
What was I saying before your random cupcake tirade? Yeah, okay, you were talking about how you wanted to...
We were talking about Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
And Fox.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so there's so because of that difference, you're able to make Deadpool a lot different than how he was in X-Men Origins. Mm-hmm. And hey, I wouldn't mind Ryan Reynolds coming back for the part as long as they had him wearing the mask the entire movie.
Yes. And watch him randomly take off the mask and be like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah. And just doing a few fourth wall breaks, but not to the craziness that was the Deadpool game. I think that would be just way too out there.
We need some sort of Deadpool movie already.
Yeah, we do. Everyone would love to go see that. And you know what? If Disney got the X-Men rights back, we probably would never see a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, that's true.
He's too violent for the House of Mouse.
Vito.
What?
Let it go. Just let it go. Just I know how you feel. Also,
but I want to build a Deadpool.
We all have our feelings on that whole situation on Disney buying the rights, and yes, I'm one of the people that was really, really heartbroken and saddened about it, because nothing. I mean, yeah, there's limitations and stuff, but still, keep it there,
it's just so weird seeing when Frozen came out, me and Alex went to the Disney store, and there was a whole bunch of Marvel cartoons playing on there, and we were going wow, this is kind of weird to be playing.
It was awkward. It was really awkward because you would usually walk in a Toys R Us and be like, okay, it feels right there. Yeah. Then Target, it feels right there, and then other stores, it feels right there. But when you go into a Disney store, it's you see Wolverine or Deadpool on the shelf, it's oh, kid friendly, I guess. What?
What is going on? Are we in a parallel universe?
I really want to make a cupcake army though. Yeah.
Well, let's get working on it.
Oh, but we have no ingredients. So, anyways, before we end this
podcast.
I'm still brain farting right now. Yeah. I mean, it's our first podcast, so we just, like we said with you guys earlier in this
Yeah, we're just trying to find our groove. We might have some stumbles along the way.
But we will get on the ball rolling. We just wanted to do this for fun, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Just comments on the bottom of the video. I sent out for a newsletter. I'm waiting till August comes around because America, we're finally getting Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods movie. I am totally excited for it. It's been a while. And then also rumors of a new Dragon Ball Z movie. I'm hoping to God. Hoping, seriously, it's not the live action Dragon Ball movie.
Is that like the third... this movie that you're talking about, the new animated one, is that like the 37th that they've done now?
Who knows? It's Dragon Ball.
When it comes to anime movies, there's just like so many. Like just, I mean, what Pokemon has like 18 now?
I haven't. You know what? I stopped watching after.
No less than 15.
I stopped watching after probably like the 6th or 7th movie.
Yeah. How many times can we see Ash save the world?
You know what? Oh my gosh, we were supposed to stop this like a few minutes ago. But okay, now you just like brought me on another topic.
Oh
Pokemon series. We need. I know, like
reboot. We need a reboot. I know. Everyone likes to throw a reboot like everywhere, and that's sort of become a forbidden word. If you say that, you're probably gonna get slapped. But. See?
Sorry.
I just got laser shot. Just because I said reboot.
I will throw a cake at you.
And see, I'm about to get a cake thrown on me because I said reboot. I'm just gonna stop right now. Okay, but seriously, people say that the whole XY series was supposed to be sort of a reboot, to bring back everything to what we know.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's just I wish that we would get one where a reboot where Ash, Are
we gonna go on about this whole Ash just catching Pokemon? Or, all the Pokemon that he's just encountered? Great. Just throw everything off balance, Vito. That's all we need.
No, but what I'm saying is that we need to, is that Ash needs to have a beginning and middle and end to his story. He needs to start his journey. He needs to keep going in there, and then he needs to get to the Pokemon League, win that bitch, and then
actually win.
Yeah, actually win. Not come close to second place, and then bam, oh I lost, but it's okay. I'm on another journey. Yeah, because he's been doing that for how many seasons? 12. Or he's been doing that across 6 regions.
I know.
Just let him win, and then go on to Johto and get gold and silver and crystal from the games. Make them the main characters, and then go to Hoenn and get Brandon, May, and I don't know, Wally.
I want to see a major reunion. But you know what I want to see most of all?
What?
With the Pokemon show. I want to see Ash actually grow some facial hair and look grown up.
No way. He's never going to grow up. That kid doesn't even have pubes yet.
Oh, God. I can't believe he said pubes. God, jeez.
Yeah, hey, and he what was it? And, I thought as you were growing up, your voice was supposed to get deeper. But he started with a deep voice, and then now he has an even higher pitched voice. Yeah,
You know he hit puberty. Or he's still on the verge of puberty.
He's on the verge, but the Pokemon gods will not let him grow up.
No, you will forever stay that age, and you will forever look that young. Oh, gosh.
He's Ash Pan.
He's Ash Pan. But anyways, thank you all.
All he needs is the green tights.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right, I'm going to stop now before we keep going on for 3 more hours.
Oh, jeez. But thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Please comment on the bottom of the video. And, this is our first podcast. We hope, again, like I said, we hope you enjoyed it. If there's any feedback you guys could, kind of give us, we wouldn't mind taking it.
Good job repeating for yourself there.
I'm such a repeater, dang it.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, we're just hoping that, you like what we've had to say, and,
We hope you enjoyed the show.
And you want to hear more from us.
Yeah. So, yeah, just let us know on the comments below. So, I'm Alex.
And I'm Vito.
And we'll see you later.